Welcome back to the channel, Peacock TV Spoilers family. Today is an absolutely beautiful day to unpack some massive Salem drama. I am still reeling from the brand new next week preview promo for June 15th through 19th. And let me tell you, we have to analyze this frame by frame. Jealousy, tainted drugs, and a shocking collapse? Let's get right into it. Peacock TV, spoilers. We've been tracking this for weeks, and this summer is officially off the rails. Let's start with what they are calling couples roulette. The promo kicks off with E.J. DiMera and Kat Green lounging at the DiMera mansion, watching a Chicago Cubs game on TV. Suddenly, the broadcast cuts to the infamous kiss cam, and who is locking lips on national television? None other than Chad DiMera and Belle Black. Amazing. I am absolutely cheering for Chad and Belle. After years of Chad drowning in grief, seeing him share a wholesome family outing with Thomas, Charlotte, and Belle is exactly what we needed. But let's look at the reaction back at the mansion. EJ and Kat look absolutely miserable. Can you believe it? EJ has the audacity to look jealous. Let's be real for a second. EJ doesn't actually want Belle, and he is currently getting played like a fiddle by Kat Green. Kat is feeding him fake Italian memories to cover up her ISA operation, and EJ is falling for it. I personally believe EJ's jealousy stems entirely from his deep-seated need to see his brother miserable. This reminds me of what Stefano did back in the day, constantly pitting EJ and Chad against each other over money, power, and women. EJ simply cannot stand to see Chad winning at life while his own empire is built on lies. But here's the kicker. The relationship drama gets infinitely worse when we shift gears to the Juneteenth celebrations in Salem. Abe Carver and Lexie Carver are attending the festivities, trying to enjoy a beautiful day out. And guess who is also there? Paulina Price, Abe's current wife. That's crazy. I have to go on a rant here because I am ruthlessly criticizing Abe Carver right now. Abe is acting like an absolute fool. He is trying to juggle two wives, and it is blowing up in his face. In the promo, Lexie suddenly discovers a horrifying truth she was completely oblivious to. She looks at Abe, her eyes wide with shock, and blurts out, "This is your anniversary?" "Yes, Lexie. It is Abe and Paulina's anniversary." I am passionately defending Lexie in this scenario. This poor woman was brought back from the dead by Dr. Rolf's experimental serum. She is experiencing terrifying dizzy spells because her body is physically failing her again, and her husband is secretly celebrating an anniversary with another woman right in front of her. The psychological torture of this is astounding. Abe needs to man up and tell Lexie the truth. The clock is ticking, and Abe is wasting precious time playing house instead of dealing with reality. Now, let's talk about the DiMera legacy, because this next scene gave me absolute chills. We see Chad and Theo Carver examining a gorgeous, ornate chess set. But this isn't just any chess set. This belonged to the late, great Stefano DiMera. As Theo lifts one of the pieces, a mysterious ring falls right into his hand. My jaw dropped. Peacock TV, spoilers. We know that the Phoenix never truly leaves without planting seeds for his children to find. This reminds me of all those intricate puzzles and secret Swiss bank accounts Stefano used to hide inside paintings, puzzle boxes, and mansions 5 to 10 years ago. Stefano was the master of the long game. So, what is this ring? Is it just a gaudy piece of jewelry? Absolutely not. If you ask me, this is a huge clue. I personally believe this ring is a key, perhaps a literal key to a hidden safety deposit box, or a symbolic key to unlocking the truth about EJ's current shady operations. Theo has always had a brilliant, analytical mind, And teaming him up with Chad to decode Stefano's final puzzle is a stroke of genius by the writers. Speaking of EJ's shady operations, the promo dives headfirst into the tainted drug crisis that is currently sweeping through Salem. We see a heartbreaking hug between Chanel and Johnny DiMera. Chanel is refusing her breast cancer treatments, and Johnny is terrified of losing her. But while Johnny is distracted by his wife's health, his father's pharmaceutical company is allegedly poisoning the town. Over at the hospital, Brady Black is stepping up in a major way to help Sarah Horton investigate the sudden, tragic death of Destiny. Sarah catches Brady staring intensely at his phone and asks him what he found. Brady looks up, completely stunned, and reveals, well, one of those companies is DiMera Pharmaceuticals. Boom. There it is. The smoking gun. At the exact same time, we see Kat Green aggressively confronting her brother, Mark, about his work in EJ's private lab. She straight up asks him, is there something wrong with EJ's drugs? Mark immediately gets defensive and denies it, asking why she would even think that. Let's be real for a second. Mark is either lying through his teeth, or he is completely oblivious to the fact that EJ is using him. I ruthlessly criticize EJ for this. He is so desperate to fund his resurrection serums and maintain his grip on DiMera Enterprises that he is cutting corners and allowing lethal, tainted drugs to hit the streets of Salem. Destiny is already dead, and who knows how many more innocent people are going to suffer because of EJ's greed. And that brings us to the most terrifying part of the entire promo. The Salem teen scene is heading out to the Horton family cabin for a summer getaway. We see Holly Jonas and Tate Black arriving, all smiles. Holly happily announces, "We're here," as Ariana Horton and Aaron welcome them inside. Ari even jokes, just in time for happy hour. It looks like a fun, innocent teenage vacation, right? Wrong. This is Salem, and no one gets a peaceful vacation at the Horton cabin. Have we forgotten the sheer amount of kidnappings, fires, and hostage situations that have happened at that exact cabin over the last decade? It is practically cursed. Suddenly, the promo cuts to a shot of Holly looking absolutely devastated and distressed. The mood instantly shifts from a fun summer party to pure panic. We then get a lightning-fast shot of EJ DiMera marching up to Kristen DiMera, his eyes practically bulging out of his head with absolute, unhinged rage. He looks like he is ready to tear his sister apart. And then, the climax. We cut to the exterior of the Horton cabin. Tate screams, "Holly," as his girlfriend suddenly and violently collapses right into his arms. She is completely unresponsive. Okay, it is time for the hot takes section. And I know some of you are going to fiercely disagree with me in the comments, but hear me out. I do not think Holly Jonas took those tainted drugs willingly. I think Kristen DiMera intentionally poisoned her. Think about it. Kristen is currently spiraling out of control. She leaked information to Sophia Choi, and now Sophia is presumed dead in the river. Amy Choi is currently terrorizing Holly, blaming her for Sophia's death. What if Kristen, in her twisted mind, decided to finish the job and punish Holly to cover her own tracks? We already know Kristen tried to hire Xander to take out Johnny DiMera. Kristen is lethal right now. If you ask me, this is a huge mistake, because Kristen is playing God with the younger generation. EJ's absolute rage in that promo clip. I predict EJ finds out that Kristen stole a batch of his tainted, experimental drugs from Mark's lab and slipped them into whatever the teens are drinking at the Horton cabin. EJ might be a greedy corporate monster, But even he draws the line at poisoning teenagers, especially when it brings a police investigation directly to DiMera Pharmaceuticals' doorstep. Holly's collapse is the direct result of the DiMera siblings going to war. Tate is going to be absolutely traumatized, and Sarah Horton is going to have to race against the clock to save Holly's life, using the very information Brady just uncovered. The stakes have literally never been higher, and the fallout from this week is going to alter the landscape of Salem forever. From Lexie's tragic anniversary realization, to Stefano's hidden ring, and Holly fighting for her life in Tate's arms. I am on the edge of my seat, but I want to know what you think. Do you believe Kristen intentionally poisoned Holly at the cabin, or was it a tragic accident caused by EJ's negligence? Drop your wildest theories down in the comments below, because I read every single one of them. And if you want to stay ahead of all the shocking twists and turns, make sure you smash that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss an update. This is Peacock TV Spoilers, signing off. Stay safe out there, Salem fans, and I will see you in the next video.